Here's what I have to say. Get the hell off my spread. When John Wayne passed away in 1979, his Newport Beach mansion was immediately sealed, and every picture, letter, and personal belonging was kept hidden for more than 30 years. When the doors were finally opened in 2011, the contents shocked everyone, revealing everything from record-breaking movie props to a startling will that split his family apart. This is the true story of the Duke's fortune. Marion Robert Morrison gave birth to John Wayne on May 26, 1907, in Winterset, Iowa. His birth weight of 13 was so out of the ordinary that the local newspaper reported it right away, suggesting that he was destined to be larger than life from birth. His name changed early on when his parents had another son and decided to name the baby Robert. Marion's middle name was changed to Mitchell, which may seem like a minor change, but it hinted at the bigger transformations that would occur later. In 1914, the family moved to Glendale, California because his father's business failed there. Marion earned the nickname Duke because of his Airedale Terrier, also named Duke, and the two were always together. Local firefighters began calling them Big Duke and Little Duke. Marion nearly died when he fell into an icy creek at the age of 3, but a stranger passing by saved him. That moment demonstrated the kind of resilience he would carry with him throughout his life. Growing up, Marion enjoyed it, and the nickname stuck. Moren loved football, and in 1925 he was awarded a football scholarship to attend the university. Marion found a job at Fox Studios in 1927, earning $35 per week as a prop man. It wasn't glamorous, but it gave him a foot in the door. His first time on screen wasn't as an actor, but as an uncredited football player in the 1926 film Brown of Harvard. Marion studied pre-law and was a member of the fraternity Sigma Chi, but his football dreams ended when he injured his shoulder in a body surfing accident. Losing the scholarship was devastating, and he believed his plans were ruined. He became friends with director John Ford during this time. After weighing his alternatives, Ford saw something in him and advised him to change his name to something more powerful. They decided on John Wayne, a name that would become renowned. Between 1930 and 1939, Wayne's acting career was difficult. He starred in more than 80 low-budget westerns, sometimes filming an entire film in 2 days. By 1938, he was so disheartened by his lack of success that he considered giving up acting completely. However, in 1939, the movie was a huge success, but casting Wayne was difficult. The studio wanted a well-known actor like Gary Cooper, but John Ford insisted on Wayne, even threatening to leave the project if they didn't agree. Wayne played the Ringo Kid, an outlaw with a strong sense of justice. His first scene became iconic, with the camera focusing on his face while he held a rifle. It only lasted a few seconds, but it took 27 takes to get it right because Wayne was so nervous. Stagecoach was a hit, receiving 7 Academy Award nominations and winning 2. Wayne's performance made him a star overnight, despite the fact that the film was a success. He was paid only $3,700, which was much less than well-known actors. But it changed his life. Wayne was then viewed as the quintessential Western hero, declining roles in films like The Maltese Falcon and High Midday because he didn't want to deviate from his image. This choice helped him become a symbol of American toughness and masculinity. John Wayne and John Ford collaborated for more than 50 years, producing 14 films that revolutionized Hollywood. Their collaboration started in 1928 when Ford offered Wayne a small part as an extra in the film Mother Machree, but the true beginning of they achieved success in 1939 with Stagecoach, which made Wayne a star. The two had a tense working relationship, and Ford was harsh with actors. In 1956, on the set of The Searchers, Ford made Wayne perform a simple scene by picking up a gun 17 times in front of everyone, embarrassing him. Wayne never voiced any complaints, but he felt that Ford's strict methods allowed him to perform at his best. Their final film together, The Searchers, was not even acknowledged by the Oscars when it was released, but it is now regarded as one of the best movies ever made. In 1963, Donovan's Reef nearly failed. Wayne felt too elderly for the position, so he wasn't sure if he should accept it. Wayne persuaded Ford, who was also struggling with alcoholism and poor health, to direct the film, and they did it in Hawaii where it was hot, intolerable. Despite these difficulties, the film was completed and did fairly well. Unlike their serious westerns, this one was more of a comedy, demonstrating that they could work in different styles even at the end of their careers. At one point, Ford's shingles got so bad that he had to direct some scenes while lying on a stretcher. In 1949, Sansa Vejojima nominated Wayne for his first Oscar. He portrayed a strong Marine named Sergeant John Stryker, but at first Wayne didn't want the part because he felt it was too similar to other roles he had played, including the President of Republic Pictures. It was necessary for Herbert Yates to Director Alan Dwan wanted the battle scenes to feel authentic, so they used real flamethrowers and explosives. This caused injuries on set, including one explosion that rendered Wayne unconscious for 30 minutes. The film also featured real footage from the Battle of Iwo Jima, thanks to the U.S. Marine Corps, who allowed the filmmakers to use rare combat footage that blended so well with the stage scenes that many people believed the entire film was real. One iconic scene featured the flag being raised on Mount Suribachi, using the original flag from the battle. 3 of the surviving Marines who raised that flag even made an appearance in the film despite its success and Wayne's strong performance. Ironically, Wayne had declined the main role in All the King's Men because he believed it to be un-American. The loss devastated him, and it would take him another 11 years to receive another nomination. Wayne's dream project, The Alamo, was one of the riskiest films he had ever made. He had wanted to make it for more than 15 years and had to mortgage his house, cars, and even his boat to finance it. The production cost $12 million, which was a huge sum at the time. Wayne insisted on building a full-scale replica of the Alamo in Texas, which took 2 years and more than 1.5 million adobe bricks to complete. Everything was historically accurate down to the smallest details, like 1,830 S-nails. The set became a tourist attraction, which remained open until 2009. Filming the Alamo was a massive effort, involving over 7,000 extras, 1,500 horses, and 79 days of filming in a harsh heat that occasionally reached 110. There were also accidents in one scene. When the film debuted, it was a lavish event with a parade and fireworks, garnered 7 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, and the box office didn't cover the enormous expenses. Despite the difficulties, Wayne refused to cut corners, and an extra was injured with a bayonet and required 26 stitches. Although Wayne was extremely disappointed that he wasn't even considered for Best Director, the film has had a long-lasting influence on how people recall the Alamo narrative, where Wayne played one-eyed U.S. Rooster Cogburn and earned an Oscar for True Grit in 1970. Martial filming wasn't easy. It was set in Colorado, where the cold weather and high altitude were hard on Wayne's health. He had to use an oxygen tank in between scenes, and in one risky moment, his horse stumbled on a steep hill, nearly throwing him off. Wayne almost didn't accept the role because he felt too old and was still recovering from lung cancer surgery, but after reading the novel, he realized it could be the role of a lifetime. Despite tearing a shoulder muscle, Wayne continued to